Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Motordrome Speedway. Tonight, we present the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series with 5 divisions of racing action. To kick off our opening ceremonies this evening, we have friends from the New Stanton United Methodist Church here to deliver our invocation and the singing of our national anthem. At this time, we ask that each and every one of you please rise up from your seats, and gentlemen, remove your caps. If you are moving around the Speedway grounds, we ask that you pause with us momentarily as we will be turning the microphone over to the New Stanton United Methodist Church's Rich Poth for tonight's invocation, and we will have the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner by the New Stanton United Methodist Church Praise Team.
Lord God, we thank you for this day, beautiful day, Lord. We thank you for your beautiful ending for this night, safety for these drivers, and all concerned here. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Motordrome Speedway in all 5 divisions, and Napa Auto Parts Street Stock Heat Race number 1 is underway. The green flag is out. Three wide on the back straight. Bill Ashton in the middle of Jason Holder and Mike Bacalon. 3 wide through turn 3. Now it settles down just a bit, and the race leader by inches at the scoring line will be Adam Kostelnik in the 05. Kostelnik, a former street stock champion, racing double duty tonight. He'll be out in his modified as well, door to door with the 94 of Dustin Blank. Those drivers are trading paint just in front of the 0 of points leader Colarusso, and there's a miscue by Blank that opens the door for second spot to the points leader. Dustin Blank now in 3rd position ahead of Mike Bacalon in 4th. Second place driver is challenging his car owner for the lead. Adam Kostelnik in 05, the former champ, and Dink Colarusso headed for a championship perhaps in 09, and Colarusso will take the point position. Coming into tonight's racing action, the 0 of Colarusso has an 87-point lead. And now he has taken the lead in this heat race from his car owner, Adam Kostelnik, who's only raced on a part-time basis this season. 3rd is Dustin Blank, being challenged by 2-time winner Mike Bacalon in 48. Crossed flags indicate halfway through this first heat race for the Napa Auto Parts Street Stocks. Door to door go Bacalon and Blank, 2 longtime veterans, and the driver on the inside in car 48 is a former modified division champion, taking the 3rd spot away on the front straight by inches, working lap number 5 of 8. Bacalon now into the 3rd spot and gaining on Adam Kostelnik in the 05, while Dink Colarusso has opened up a huge lead. Contact made in turn 4. Three-car battle for second position. A distant second it is behind Colarusso. Mike Bacalon takes the spot away from Adam Kostelnik, and now Dustin Blank fighting back into the third position. White flag indicates final lap this time. So far this season, Dink Colarusso has won 11 heat races, looking to make it a dozen on this final lap as Mike Bacalon gains 2 positions and Dustin Blank reclaims the third spot from Adam Kostelnik. Coming out of turn number 4, the points leader wins his 12th heat race of the season. It's Dink Colarusso taking the checkered flag over Mike Bacalon, Dustin Blank, Adam Kostelnik, Jason Holder, and Andrew Kostelnik. From Clairton, PA, Aaron Minjock in 34, Teddy Gabala in 3, and the green flag waves another 8-lap heat for the Napa Auto Parts Street Stocks. Jonathan Heilman grabs the lead from Jeff Zellweger at the wave of the green flag. Now the defending champion moves to the outside, challenging for second spot with Zellweger. Three wide at the back of the field, now 3 wide in the middle. Tom Knight Sr. splits the cars of Tony Manganello and Jeff Zellweger to advance to third. Now it's Jonathan Heilman up front and Shaun Phillips all by himself in second. Up front, the 2 drivers who battled for last season's championship, Jonathan Heilman, who fell just short of the title with 5 feature wins, and Shaun Phillips in second spot, who won last year's title. Best battle now is for third, Tony Manganello, a 2-time feature winner last season, looking to move under the 76 of Tom Knight, and they battle for third on the back straight. Knight holds on to the position headed into turn number 3. Jonathan Heilman in the 15 holds now an advantage of about 4 or 5 car lengths over Shaun Phillips, last year's champ. 3 laps remaining in this second heat race for the Napa Auto Parts Street Stocks. Two laps to go. The signal given to Bell Vernon, Pennsylvania's Jonathan Heilman, driving the Nemacolin Woodlands Martinelli's Auto Chevrolet and maintaining his advantage of about 4 car lengths over Shaun Phillips. Tony Manganello is third, Tom Knight Sr. is fourth, Teddy Gabala is fifth. White flag signals last lap. Jonathan Heilman has 4 heat race wins so far in 2009. He's about to make it 5. Checkered flag is out. Jonathan Heilman takes the victory over Shaun Phillips, Tony Manganello, Tom Knight Sr., and Teddy Gabala. Lonnie Hoffman in car 96, starting scratch. In car 3, it's Chris Brink from Glen Campbell, Pennsylvania, and we're underway. 8 laps for the Wyotech Modifieds. Troy Knight, making his 3rd modified appearance in his career, falls back to second. The early race leader is young Jimmy Nicola from Pittsburgh. In 3rd spot, it's the 40 of Brian Shipp. He's won a feature event already this season, racing with his arm in a cast as a result of a dirt bike accident in car 40. Brian Shipp takes the 2nd position away from Knight. Here comes Hoffman in the 96. Hoffman also a feature winner this season, as is 2nd place Shipp. Now Billy Rebar will move around the 76 of Knight. Keep your eyes on the yellow number 3, the Glen Campbell Gambler, Chris Brink. Most recent feature winner. He was in victory lane last time out, starting last by luck of the draw. He now moves by Knight and Lemley and closes into the rear bumper of Rebar's 18 car. Another position gained by Chris Brink in car number 3 as we are on lap number 3 of 8 in Wyotech Modified Heat Race number 1. 3 cars about to battle for the lead. Jimmy Nicola, the rookie in car 57, leading Brian Shipp and Lonnie Hoffman at the crossed flags, indicating halfway home. Nicola is the race leader, but he's got a rear view mirror full of 2 feature winners in 2009. Lonnie Hoffman up high, Brian Shipp down low, and now Shipp sees daylight toward the front. Makes a pass out of turn 4, and by inches at the scoring line, the new race leader is Brian Shipp in car 40, taking the point position from Jimmy Nicola. Now here comes Lonnie Hoffman storming into second position after starting last. Chris Brink in car 3 is 4th, and he is gaining quickly from the rookie. Side by side for the lead. The hometown hero in car 96, Lonnie Hoffman, moves to the outside of Brian Shipp in car 40 and takes the lead from the newlywed. White flag signals last time around. Chris Brink is up to 3rd, Brian Shipp is in 2nd, and Lonnie Hoffman, feature winner early in 2009, has his machine up front, the Scrinny's Automotive sponsored ride. Out of turns 3 and 4. Headed for the checkered flag, it will be Lonnie Hoffman getting the win over Brian Shipp, Chris Brink, Jimmy Nicola, and Billy Rebar. The 8 is veteran Marion Reno Jr., and the 32 is Matt Panaya. Green flag is out, and we're up to full speed in Wyotech Modified Heat number 2. We got a spin in turn 3. Harry Ofer goes around. George Nicola goes around. Bobby Shipp in the 04 got a piece of that one. Marion Reno stops to avoid contact. And we have our first caution flag of the evening. Green flag is back out. 8 laps the distance, complete restart. And thanks to 3 cars going to the tail, Marion Reno sees a front row starting position, but Adam Kostelnik quickly moves into 2nd and the lead in just 2 turns. The number 60 car, the 5-time champion, moves to the inside of Gary Scott. Bobby Shipp, after mild involvement in that caution flag incident, storming into the 2nd position around Scott. The only 2 drivers in this heat race field who have been to victory lane in feature competition in 2009 are running 1 and 2. Then it's side by side, a couple of veterans. White Oak, Pennsylvania's Marion Reno Jr. in the 8, and Irwin, Pennsylvania's Gary Scott in 16. Marion Reno in the 8 car takes over 3rd position by 1 car length over Gary Scott, and Scott spins in turn 3 all by himself. Many times a feature winner at Motordrome, Gary Scott having problems with the 16 car. Maybe he can limp to the pit area. We will not need a caution flag, but he is on the speedway, so we will slow him down once again. 3 of 8 laps are completed, and we've got a caution flag for Gary Scott. Green flag is back out. Adam Kostelnik leading this field with Bobby Shipp in 2nd, Marion Reno in 3rd, George Nicola in 4th, and Harry Ofer in 5th. Couple of caution flag incidents slowing this Wyotech Modified Heat Race. Drivers 1 and 2 on the speedway racing just as they are in the championship points chase. Leader Adam Kostelnik and Bobby Shipp seeing the crossed flags indicating halfway through this heat race. 4 down and 4 to go. Single file racing around the Motordrome half mile. Keep in mind the modifieds will be a part of the Piney Lasky Memorial Fall Festival again this season, coming your way October 2nd and 3rd. Adam Kostelnik opening up a huge lead over Bobby Shipp now. Kostelnik in car 60 this season, an 8-time feature winner. And Bobby Shipp a 3-time feature winner. As Gary Scott heads pit side in the 16 car. Marion Reno in car 8 was originally slated to start in the last row. By virtue of that early race caution, he is third and reeling in second place Bobby Shipp as the white flag is displayed. Out of turn 4 and taking the checkered flag, Adam Kostelnik with his 10th heat race win of the season over Bobby Shipp, Marion Reno, George Nicola, and Harry Opfer. 84 Pennsylvania, Snooky Williams in car 4 and Joe Moose in 83 as the green flag waves. 10 laps the distance for the NASCAR Subway Super Late Models, and they are side by side for the lead. Gregory Kelly in car 44, door to door with the 26 of young Nathan Russell. A feature winner last season, Gregory Kelly leads lap 1, but now the leading winner of 2009, Neal Brown, is planted to the inside lane beneath the 44. Brown will take the lead in turn 4, contact between Russell and Kelly for second. The Palagrudo teammates riding third and fourth, former track champions Gary Wiltrout in 95 and Bobby Henry in the 11, both about to challenge Nathan Russell in car 26. Mark Poole in car 96 now moves around Russell in the 26. Race leader is Neal Brown, stretching out a big advantage over the 44 of Gregory Kelly. Then it's the 95 of Gary Wiltrout, the 11 of Bobby Henry, and Henry here on lap 4 of 10 is going to feel the pressure of Mark Poole. A pair of feature winners in 2009, racing very close in turn 3 for the 4th position. Poole diving to the inside in turn 4. Henry holds the outside lane. And in turn number 1, Mark Poole will complete the pass at the halfway point of this event. Challenge for second, Gary Wiltrout looking to the inside of Gregory Kelly. Kelly in the 44 is in the high lane. Wiltrout is in the low lane. They are side by side on the front straight. 4 laps to go. Neal Brown, the race leader, by a huge margin over the 44 of Gregory Kelly. Remember, Kelly and Wiltrout tangled on the speedway about 3 weeks ago and now trading paint in turn 3 from the battle for second. Wiltrout sneaks the position away from the 44 of Kelly, and Mark Poole had to slam on the brakes to avoid getting into the 44 car. That allows Bobby Henry to catch up. Henry now the 5th place car, number 11. But up front, the signal of 2 laps to go. Neal Brown is checked out on this field with a full straightaway advantage over Gary Wiltrout, Gregory Kelly, and Mark Poole. White flag, now Mark Poole in 96 moves to the inside of the 44 of Kelly. They are door to door headed into turn 1 on the final lap. And Poole, the 3-time feature winner, will take over 3rd position. He settles in behind former track champion Gary Wiltrout, but coming home with the checkered flag in car 98, Acme, Pennsylvania's Neal Brown will win it over Gary Wiltrout in 2nd, Mark Poole in 3rd, Gregory Kelly 4th, and former champion Bobby Henry in the 5th position. And from Hunker, Pennsylvania, sophomore driver in car 64 is Michael Zombar. Green flag is out. 10 more laps of heat race action for the Subway Super Late Models. Early race leader is Shaun Phillips, and contact between the 8 of Dan Lewis and the 33 of John Komarinsky finds Barry Audi going airborne in car 75. Both of the division points leaders are involved in this accident. Todd Price pulls away in car 15. Mark Catone in 31 is involved. The current championship standings leader has made contact with the driver 2nd in the championship standings, Barry Audi. Dan Lewis in the 8 car, the first one to go around after clipping the front bumper of John Komarinsky's 33. And there's good news for Barry Audi fans. The Wheeler brothers, Stoystown Auto Wrecking 75, pulling away from the scene, but damage to points leader Mark Catone in car 31. Komarinsky and Barry Audi in row 3. Green flag is out. Shaun Phillips, the early race leader who got his career first victory this season in the Crown Jewel event, the Penn West Toyota Lift 100, leading Todd Price in the 15. Challenge for third. John Komarinsky moves to the inside of Paul Urso's 37. They are door to door headed down the back straight. Komarinsky involved in that early race caution, and now storming into the third position around Urso. Both of those drivers have been winners in the NASCAR Super Late Models. Shaun Phillips, the leader, Todd Price in second, John Komarinsky in third, Paul Urso in fourth. 4 cars breaking away from the 5th place mount of Barry Audi, showing heavy body damage, but standing to gain in the points chase as Mark Catone is out of action for this heat race. Komarinsky took 3rd spot from Urso a couple of laps ago, and now he's looking to move around the Stoystown auto wrecking Frankie Day Oldies Show 15 of Price, nearly making contact as they enter the back straight. Now Urso battling back in the royal purple Sullivan Chevrolet number 37. John Komarinsky in the Marsula Electric Miller Light number 1 Cochran 33 has the outside lane on Price, and again they nearly make contact on the back straight. Komarinsky tried the high lane, now will he try the low lane? No, he ducks back up high on the front straight. Komarinsky looking to make that move on the outside and repeatedly has the door slammed on him by Todd Price in car 15. Now makes the move for 2nd spot. Can it stick in turns 3 and 4? Komarinsky advances to the 2nd position now officially as Shaun Phillips holds a lead of about 6 car lengths with 3 laps to go. Now the 37 of Paul Urso moves to the outside of Price, unable to mount a challenge out of turn 2 that time. Komarinsky is gaining on race leader Shaun Phillips, but with only 2 laps to go, he will not have enough time to challenge for the lead. Best battle is for 3rd. Urso ducks to the inside of Price this time with 2 to go. And now Barry Audi retires from competition in car 75, so he will not gain many points at all on Catone as the white flag signals final lap for the 5 of Shaun Phillips. And holding an advantage of about 3 or 4 car lengths through turns 3 and 4. Coming to the checkered flag. Connellsville, Pennsylvania's Shaun Phillips takes the checkers over John Komarinsky, Todd Price, Paul Urso, and Michael Zombar. 51, John Scott. 04, Jimmy Christoffel, and 40 is George Stuyvesant as the green flag waves. Race leader is Matt Gardner, also the championship points leader in car 7. All 4 of the top drivers currently holding the first 4 positions have won features in 2009, including Gardner, a multiple winner. Ed Neidhart in 2nd spot, an early season feature winner. The DeWitt Enterprises Monte Carlo trying to challenge. The Bombardier-sponsored Nowak painting number 7 of Matt Gardner. Ron Eifert III, the Napa Auto Parts 61 in 3rd position. And in 4th place, the BK Electric Martinelli's Auto Service 11 of Vic Keller. Chris Spadacine in 43, a sophomore driver. He won a feature in 2008, yet to find victory in 09, then the 04 of Jimmy Christoffel. Gardner stretching out his lead now. The driver of car 7 is from Ruffsdale. In fact, we call him the Duke of Ruffsdale. Multiple feature wins in the quest for a first division championship in 2009. White flag is displayed for Gardner coming into tonight. Matt Gardner held a lead of 17 points in the championship standings on the strength of 7 heat wins and 4 feature wins. And now headed into turn number 3 for the final lap. The Bombardier Racing entry of Matt Gardner will win his 8th heat race of the season over Ed Neidhart, Ron Eifert III, Chris Spadacine, and Vic Keller. Inside the 14 of Zane Farrell, the rookie. The 8 is Kristen Ettling as the green flag waves. Two by two at full speed under green flag conditions. It looks like a parade lap in the Pro Auto Supply Service Chargers. Now we're 3 wide on the back straight. Nearly 3 wide into turn 3, and there's contact. Garchak spins, Neidhart spins. Kristen Ettling does a great job of avoiding contact. Green flag stays out. Garchak drives off the apron in 44. McConnell straightens it back out. And we're still under green flag conditions. Kristen Ettling did a masterful job of avoiding the 2-car spin of Bob Garchak and Ed McConnell. Now up front, Roger Bryan in car 12 is the race leader over Denny Keller in 13. Tracy Keller in the 1. So far this season, Tracy Keller has 4 heat race wins and Denny Keller has a pair. The 12 of Roger Bryan looking for his first checkered flag of the season as the Keller cousins go side by side behind him. Ettling up to 4th with damage to the 8 car. And Keller contact taking place in the battle for 2nd as Tracy in car 1 lays the bumper to the 13 of Denny. All of that heated action for 2nd spot allows Roger Bryan to open up a 2-car length advantage. Kristen Ettling is gaining on the lead trio here. And now they're trading paint in the battle for 2nd again after bumper contact. They want to swap door panels. The 1 of Tracy Keller and his cousin Denny Keller. Now Kristen Ettling separates the family feud in car 8. Roger Bryan is still the leader with the white flag waving. Roger Bryan on the final lap toward a first heat race win. Tracy Keller looking to steal it away from him and maintain his position in the points over Matt Gardner. And coming out of turn 4, it's still anybody's race. Checkered flag is out. Roger Bryan will win it by a fender over Tracy Keller, Kristen Ettling, Denny Keller, and Zane Farrell. 23 is Eugene the Hillbilly Zerfoss. 5 is Larry Dunmeyer. 2 is Andres Suarez. Scott Alborn in the 7 car, former Enduro winner. We're going 3 wide on the back straight. These 4-cylinder race cars, keep in mind, are just about bone stock to what you would drive on the street. And we're 3 wide in turn 4. We're 3 wide on the front straight. Making contact nearly 4 wide there, headed into turn number 1. Troy Knight takes the 2nd position. Zerfoss is in the middle of 3 wide, now getting push from the 2 of professional wrestler Andres Suarez. We're still 3 wide. Look at this out of turn 4. We were almost 4 wide again. Race leader in 48 is Paul Koffler III. 2nd is the 71 of Knight, and we got an impact to the outside wall. 76 of Kristen Knight. Jessica Knight, that is, in car 76. Jessica Knight tags the outside wall but continues. Troy Knight holds on to 2nd at the midpoint of the event. And as Paul Koffler Jr. pulls into the pits, Paul Koffler III is leading this heat race with 3 laps completed. Andres Suarez in car 2 started deep in the pack. He's now up to second. Now the 5 of Larry Dunmeyer, multiple feature winner, challenging the 71 of Troy Knight, who's doing double duty here tonight in a modified as well. Paul Koffler III, the young driver from West Leisenring, Pennsylvania, is the leader. And Hagerstown, Maryland's Andres Suarez dives to the inside in car 2. White flag is waving. Larry Dunmeyer in the 5 could be a part of this 3-car battle. This is the final lap. And Suarez takes the lead from Koffler, brings Dunmeyer right with him. And the professional wrestler from Maryland could be headed for his first heat race win of the season. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag is waving. Andres Suarez will win it over Larry Tex Dunmeyer, Paul Koffler III, Eugene the Hillbilly Zerfoss, and Troy Knight in 71, Brink, and 44, Mary Catherine Shimko. Green flag is out. 6 laps for the Coca-Cola Super Compacts, our final heat race of the evening before we move into the feature presentations. And we're going 3 wide as if this was a feature on the back straight. Young Bill Schwartz splitting the difference between veteran Kevin Ludwig of Star Junction and rookie Dan Brink in 43. Now we're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Bill Schwartz, Mark Tringes, and Kevin Keffer. Schwartz takes over the lead, the young McKeesport driver out in front. Then Tringes Jr. in 47 left to battle with the 14 of Keffer. Dan Brink is 4th from Marion Center, Pennsylvania. 5th, it's Ludwig, the veteran driver and car owner. Mary Catherine Shimko up into 6th. Three wide for second now. Brink is the man on the move, pulling into the battle that was already heated between Tringes and Keffer. And now Brink slides into second spot. Bill Schwartz is the race leader as the crossed flags show halfway, 3 laps down and 3 to go. Schwartz in the States tire number 31 with a huge lead over Brink. Then Keffer, Tringes, Ludwig, and Shimko. Only 2 laps to go, and young Bill Schwartz in car 31 could be headed for his first checkered flag of the season. He's been fast and running at the front of the feature events and always seems to find misfortune not of his own making. This time the States Tire Cavalier is well out in front. Do want to inform you that points leader Matt Sever has his race car here and is participating in a high school football game at York, hoping to return in time for the feature. But in this heat race, McKeesport, Pennsylvania teenager Bill Schwartz will take the checkered flag in car 31 over Dan Brink, Kevin Keffer, Mark Tringes Jr., and Mary Catherine Shimko. To his outside in car 74. Tom Knight Sr. and Dustin Blank in row 2, and the green flag is out. Three wide in the battle for 4th. Knight in the middle. Kostelnik gets contact. He drifts into Bacalon. Several cars are getting together, but everybody keeps it pointed the right direction. Race leader is Teddy Gavala. The young recent high school graduate is up front on lap 1. Just behind him, Dustin Blank in car 94, who has raced in virtually every division of NASCAR competition. Then former champion Adam Kostelnik door-to-door with Jason Holder's 74. Mike Bacalon in the 48 now squeezes into 4th position around the 74 of Holder on lap 2. Kostelnik in third in the 05 car has his hero, Mike Bacalon, in car 48 right behind him. Bacalon, the former modified champion who retired from competition and then returned in the Napa Street Stocks to be a two-time feature winner this season. He is bumper to bumper with Kostelnik's 05. 94 is Dustin Blank in second. Race leader is Teddy Gabala, working lap 3 of 25. Best battle right now is for sixth. Defending champion Shaun Phillips in 31, looking to the inside of Holder, and contact in the fight for third. Kostelnik and his mentor Mike Bacalon are trading paint. Incredible action from a driver who reveres another. Kostelnik in 05, also the 5-time modified champion. Always thanks Mike. And we got a hard crash on the back straight as Tony Manganello in the 50 got into the 74 of Holder, and his teammate gets clipped. The points leader, Dink Colarusso, goes around in the 0. Mike Bacalon in 5th, Jonathan Heilman. Green flag is back out. 21 laps to go. Teddy Gabala is the race leader, and they're still making contact in the battle for third. It's now a 3 or maybe 4 car fight between the 05 of Adam Kostelnik, the 48 of Mike Bacalon, the 15 of Jonathan Heilman, and now the 31 of Shaun Phillips joins the battle. The defending champion in 31 is on the outside, and he takes a spot away from Jonathan Heilman, who has some damage from that incident. They are door to door as last year's championship rivals. Mike Bacalon is just in front of them in 4th. 3rd, it's Adam Kostelnik. 2nd, it's Dustin Blank, and Blank was briefly able to challenge race leader Gabala. We are working lap number 7 of 25, and Teddy Gabala in car 3 holds an advantage of about 4 car lengths up front. Best battle is for 5th. The 31 of Shaun Phillips and the 15 of Jonathan Heilman are wheel to wheel in turn 4. Jonathan Heilman's 15 car is in jeopardy of losing the hood. With mild body damage on the 15, Heilman's hood is flapping in the wind as he holds the inside lane beneath 31 Shaun Phillips. Adam Kostelnik briefly off the racetrack, and a challenge for the lead in turn 4. To the inside goes the 94 of Dustin Blank. Teddy Gabala holds the high lane on lap 8. Blank is unable to clear, and now a miscue by Gabala exiting turn 2, and the veteran takes the lead. Valencia, Pennsylvania's Dustin Blank in the DeWitt Enterprises Chevrolet 94 is the new race leader, leaving Teddy Gabala in 2nd position to fight with the 05 of Adam Kostelnik on lap 10. Mike Bacalon holds on to 4th. Defending champ Shaun Phillips is up to 5th, and in spite of nearly losing the hood, 5th place Jonathan Heilman is holding off the 0 of Dink Colarusso. Now a challenge for 2nd. They go door to door on the front straight. Teddy Gabala and Adam Kostelnik. Challenge for 2nd, Kostelnik and Gabala, both feature winners last season. Both looking for their first win of 09, and they are slugging it out for 2nd behind Dustin Blank. Working lap 12, and now Kostelnik has a full car length advantage in the 2nd position. And just as I say that, Gabala fights back in turn 3 on the outside. Now, season-long rivals Mike Bacalon and Shaun Phillips are side by side for 4th. Phillips takes that position away and has stormed up through this field. Shaun Phillips in car 31 may have passed more cars than anybody on the speedway as he finds himself in 4th position. Just in front of him is the battle for 2nd, in which Adam Kostelnik and Teddy Gabala are going at it in a big way. That allows race leader Dustin Blank to pull out to an 8 or 10 car length advantage here on lap 14. To the inside goes Kostelnik for second spot. His best run on Gibala to steal the spot away. And now at the scoring line, officially, I don't know, it might have still been Gibala here on lap 15. It was just about a dead heat for second position as Phillips has found his way to make it a 3-car battle for the runner-up spot. Three and 4 cars are now fighting for top 5 positions. Lap 16, and in turn number 1, Adam Kostelnik drifts high. He gets contact from the 31 of Phillips. He saves the car. They're 3 wide on the back straight. Gibala now in sole possession of second, and Kostelnik will finally spin to the inside of the back straight. Your door prize winners this evening, 16 laps in the books. Napa Street Stocks back underway. All double file restarts after the halfway point, and side by side it's the 3 of Teddy Gibala. Now the 94 of Dustin Blank loses some ground with Dink Colarusso, the points leader, part of the battle. Incredible 6-car action at the front of this field. Gibala and Blank, the youngster on the outside, the veteran on the inside. Now 3rd and 4th on lap 18, defending champion Shaun Phillips in 31 and current points leader Dink Colarusso in 0. Gibala breaks free with the lead and leaves the veterans to fight door to door. 6 laps remaining. Dustin Blank in 94 and 0 of Dink Colarusso. I thought we were going to go 3 wide, but Shaun Phillips thinks better of it. There's contact. Blank nearly loses the handle. A great save by Dustin Blank in car 94 after bumper-to-bumper contact with Dink Colarusso. Colarusso spun the 0 car in that early race caution flag incident. He has climbed back up to second as the division's leading winner, and now he's about to challenge the youngster Teddy Gibala for the win. Teddy Gibala in car 3 from Coulter, Pennsylvania, 2-time feature winner last season, trying to hold off this year's biggest winner, Dink Colarusso, in the 0. Door to door out of turn number 4 as Gibala looks for his first checkered flag of 09. 3 laps to go, and Colarusso drifts up high and carries the 3-car with him. Still door to door for a full half mile around the Motordrome Speedway. Dink Colarusso in car 0 sees the signal of 2 laps to go in the J. Poli AK chassis entry. He went to the tail and passed every car in this field to fight for the lead. Gibala not willing to surrender after starting on the front row. White flag, this is the final lap and we're still door to door. Will it be a first win of the season for young Teddy Gibala in the year of his high school graduation? Will it be a division-leading feature win number 10 for Dink Colarusso in the 0? In turns 3 and 4, the points leader has the edge, coming for the checkered flag. It will be Dink Colarusso picking up the win over Teddy Gibala, Shaun Phillips, Dustin Blank, and Jonathan Heilman in 5th. Well, Dink, early on in this season, first of all, here's a Subway gift certificate for you. I know you're looking at the damage to the front of this race car. You didn't make things easy on yourself tonight at all. Caution flag incident, a pit stop, pass every single car on the racetrack. There's got to be a fulfilling feeling in winning a race that way.
Yeah, there is. It'll set in a minute. I was a little upset going to the back. That's probably why I overdrove it a little too much. You know, we got really loose at the end coming up off. That was just me being a really stupid driver and not taking what the car was giving me.
Well, the car gave you something real special tonight because you were side by side with that young kid, Teddy Gabala, for so many laps. That's fun for the fans to watch. Is that fun to be in the driver's seat for?
Yeah, it's automobile racing like me and Jonathan last 2 weeks ago. That's what I'm here for. We're just fortunate that we had the brakes go our way and won some races this year, but I really do just want to come down and race.
And doing a great job of it. How about a chance to thank your sponsors and crew for another winning run tonight?
I got to thank Adam Kostelnik for the opportunity he gave me this year, and Tony and Denise, Kenny Kunkel, my crew chief, Uncle Mark, Gary Wilchout and Robbie Van Fleet, Steve's Auto Service, everything Steve does for the track with the wreckers, all them guys up there that helped me out on the car. Jay Steiner Heating and AC, signs designs by D, AK Chassis, Sweeney and Colarusso at the medical company, Jay Poli, Tube City Beer, T&M Repair, Murphy's Welding, and we did clinch tonight, so we'll be celebrating a little bit here in a minute.
He's going to celebrate the 2009 track championship in the Napa Auto Parts Street Stocks. Ladies and gentlemen, Dink Colarusso. Reno to lead the Wyotech Modifieds to the green flag for 25 laps. The open-wheeled Warriors racing very close at the front of the pack. Reno gets the lead in car number 8, the GameStop-sponsored machine. Reno trailer sales entry out in front. Panaya and Nicola are wheel-to-wheel for second. And now Nicola threatens to take over the lead. The hard luck driver of 2009 has been George Nicola in the 97. And he is locking wheels with the 8 of Reno. How did they get out of that one in turn 4 as they made contact in the fight for the lead? Lonnie Hoffman in car number 96 moves to the outside lane to challenge for second. Then it's Panaya and Ship wheel to wheel in the fight for fourth. Chris Brink in the 3 car goes to the outside of Harry Ofer. There's heated action in the middle of this pack now as they're single file up front. Harry Ofer in 01 and Chris Brink in 3, right there with Kostelnik's 60 car. And now Matt Panaya, something goes amiss. He is backing up, and he holds the progress of Harry Ofer in the 01. Four laps are completed, and George Nicola is up front, the former street stock champion who has won in virtually every one of his modified racing seasons except 2009. Just behind him, the hometown hero Lonnie Hoffman with 1 victory this season, and then 3-time winner Bobby Ship in the 04 car. Now 6 cars have broken away from the rest of the pack, and the Glenn Campbell Gambler Chris Brink is on the move to the outside. He pulls to the top side of Reno in the 8, just as Bobby Ship moves to the outside of Lonnie Hoffman. Action all over the front of this field. George Nicola maintains a car length and a half advantage, and then they are wheel to wheel behind him. Hoffman on the inside, Ship on the outside. Brink has moved up to 4th. Now Bobby Ship in the 04, just as he takes over the 2nd position by a bumper, he threatens for the lead. Chris Brink in the 3 plays bumper tag with all of those cars. Now Adam Kostelnik makes it a 5-car battle at the front of the field. Working lap number 8, and George Nicola has led the entire distance, but Bobby Ship is within a few feet of officially taking the lead to his outside. It's a full-speed parade lap, 2x2 and wheel-to-wheel in the Wyotech Modifieds. Now working lap number 9. George Nicola officially held on to the lead at the scoring line, but now Bobby Ship of Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, breaks through with the race lead. Chris Brink into the 2nd spot using the high lane, and Nicola loses 2 spots in 1 lap. Adam Kostelnik advancing to 3rd position now as he passes feature winner Lonnie Hoffman and the 97 of Nicola. Battle at the front of the field. It's now Chris Brink taking up chase of Bobby Ship. Chris Brink not only using the high lane, but the highest lane of turns 1 and 2 that time. Kostelnik closes into the bottom, and now it's a fight for second after Brink was threatening to take the lead. Kostelnik makes Nerf bar contact and makes a great save in turn 4. The Viglione Racing Luzader Auto Service number 60, the 5-time champion, showing why as he hangs onto the car after breaking loose in turn 4. Brink is perfectly comfortable to remain in the high lane and still appears to be closing in on Ship in spite of fending off Kostelnik. Fourth place driver is Lonnie Hoffman here on lap 13 of 25. Bobby Ship in the 04 continues to lead. Chris Brink using his preferred high lane around the Motordrome Speedway is the most recent winner. And the leading winner of the season is the 60 of Kostelnik, and we got a caution flag. Turn 3 is the problem area. Gary Scott in the 16 has gone around, and it appears the 18 of Billy Rebar has clipped the outside wall. 16 of Gary Scott, 18 of Billy Rebar, bringing out the caution flag. 4, Chris Brink in the 3, Adam Kostelnik in the 60, Lonnie Hoffman in 96, green flag waves. All 4 of the front runners in this feature have been to victory lane in 2009. Brink on the high side. He fended off the challenges of Kostelnik under our last green flag period. Can he reel in the 04 of Bobby Ship? Now Kostelnik has the inside lane in a bid for second position with 10 laps to go. Bobby Ship with a fantastic restart has built himself up a 3 or 4 car length advantage, his biggest of the race, leaving Kostelnik in 60 and Brink in 3 to fight wheel to wheel. Kostelnik looking to the inside of the 3. The 04 of Bobby Ship continues to lead, and all eyes are focused on recent rivals Chris Brink and Adam Kostelnik. They have had on-track incidents in 3 of the last 6 events, and they have been the big winners of the season along with race leader Bobby Ship, the 3-time victor. We're working lap 18, and Brink has methodically chopped down the lead of Bobby Ship. Now Ship moves up to the high side in an attempt to block a back straight pass. Kostelnik using the inside and Brink using the outside, and in spite of racing wheel to wheel, they are gaining on Bobby Ship, the leader. Ship in the 04 car is the former Charger Division champion and one of this season's biggest modified winners. His lead now is about a car length and a half over the Glenn Campbell Gambler, the most recent winner Chris Brink, and 5-time track champion Adam Kostelnik sits third. Five laps to go, now single file at the front. Kostelnik again diving inside. 3 very equal cars at the front of this field. Kostelnik experiencing a loose handling condition that time. And Brink within a car length or 2 of threatening for his 3rd victory in car number 3. Brink, the former limited late model ace at the Jennerstown Speedway, who took on open wheel racing a couple seasons ago and has won his first modified features in 2009. Bobby Ship was the runner-up in the championship point standings a year ago and finds himself again second in the title hunt to Kostelnik. But he is first on the racetrack, and there's bumper tag between the leaders. The 3 of Brink gets close enough to reach out and touch the 04 of Bobby Ship, and this time the signal is 2 laps to go. In turn 1, Chris Brink choosing the high lane. Can he get a run down the back straight to secure the outside position? Will he change lanes? As the white flag will be displayed and Brink is within striking distance of win number 3. 3-time winner Ship holds the point position for the final lap. And a miscue by Brink in turn 4 builds up a 3 or 4 car length advantage for Ship. Lonnie Hoffman right there with this group in 4th. Headed down the back straight the last time into turns 3 and 4. And coming to take his 4th feature win of 2009, Bobby Shipp will win it over Chris Brink, Adam Kostelnik, Lonnie Hoffman, and Brian Shipp. Well, Bobby, most drivers like the low lane of the Speedway, and you had the car planted firmly down there. What do you think when a guy who actually would rather use the high lane is the guy trying to pass you for the win, that number 3 of Chris Brink?
Yeah, Chris has been coming on pretty strong towards the end of the season. He's always ran that high line. You know, he finally got it to work pretty good for him, and I could see him out there. I knew he was gonna, you know, I wasn't gonna give up the bottom, but my car was just too loose to really run across the bottom of the track, because I was actually running maybe half a groove up, which, you know, is probably really the ideal line to run if you can get your car to, you know, if you can keep your car there rather, because that kind of makes it a little bit more difficult for the guy on the outside of you to get a run on you.
I always tell the fans that you hold the distinction of being a former Charger Division champion here. When you made the leap from Chargers to Modifieds, took you a year or two to get the handle, to really turn the corner like you have the last 2 seasons. Is that figuring out the car or figuring out the driving?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, you can only learn so much in one division, and then when you get into another one, it's a whole nother ball game. But, you know, my first year in the Modified, you know, thankfully, Georgie Nicola and his dad, you know, they really helped me out and setting up the car and whatnot, and they still continue to help me to this day. You know, I told George, I said, you know, that's all well and good until, you know, I start finishing ahead of you every week, you know. And he says, no, he says, I'll continue to help you. He says, I want to see you do good. He says, because whenever I win, I want to know that I beat the best cars out there.
And one of the best cars out there tonight for certain was the 04. How about a chance to thank the sponsors and crew?
First off, I'd like to thank all the fans for coming out. I think I might have a couple buddies here from work. I'm not sure. I haven't ventured over there to see if they're there or not. I want to thank my entire family for being here. They come every week and support me and my brother. I need to thank my brother. He helps me out tremendously as far as working on the car throughout the week. But I need to thank KMP Performance and Orama Tavern for sponsoring the car this year. And I guess that's about it. Thanks a lot.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, 4-time winner Bobby Shipp. Bar from Hunker. 50 laps for the NASCAR Subway Super Late Models. Gregory Kelly and Nathan Russell lead him to the green. Early race leader is Gregory Kelly, and we're 3 wide for second in turn 4. Komarinsky thought better of it, jammed the brakes on. We got a spin in turn 4 now. The Penn West Toyota Lift 1 of Steve Black goes around, bringing out the caution flag. Kelly, the race leader, green flag is out. Look at Barry Audi on the move in the middle of the pack after that heat race crash. With duct tape all over the 75, Audi is passing the 5 of Shaun Phillips for about the 8th position there. Challenge is for 3rd now. John Komarinsky to the inside of the 15 of Todd Price, and a challenge for 2nd at the same time with Paul Urso moving around the Nathan Russell 26 car. On lap 3, car 33 takes over position 4, and now Barry Audi is right there with him. Audi has passed a couple of track champions in the early going of this event in the form of Will Trout and Henry. Now Audi looks to the inside of Price. Side by side for the 5th position, and Barry Audi will take that spot away as he has passed 3 or 4 cars, and they are quality cars here in the early going of this 50-lap feature, beginning now to work lap number 5. Race leader is Gregory Kelly. The D&K Sales and Service. Henry Motor Cars Froggy 44. The former Truck Division champion 2 times over, was a winner last season and is out in front, leading another feature winner from 2008, Paul Urso, in the Royal Purple Sullivan Chevrolet number 37. Battle for 3rd develops behind them. Komarinsky in 33, and Russell in 26, two drivers on opposite ends of the age spectrum going side by side in turn 4. It's nearly a dead heat at the scoring line here on lap 7. Now Komarinsky takes the spot as Russell makes a miscue and also allows the 75 of Audi into 4th position. Challenge for the lead heads into turn number 1 on lap 8. There's contact up front and Paul Urso gets into the 44 of Gregory Kelly spinning in front of the field. Contact with the 5 of Shaun Phillips as he tries to slow it down. He and Gary Wiltrout both continue. But the race leader gets contact from the 37 of Paul Urso. And Gregory Kelly's lead run will come to an end with 42 laps remaining. Komarinsky, Barry, Audi, and young Nathan Russell lead us back to the green flag with 42 laps remaining. Barry, Audi in car 75 is in the 2nd position and started deep in this field to challenge for the lead. Komarinsky up high, Audi down low. Two of the most veteran drivers in this field are side by side for the lead. Barry, Audi in the Wheeler brothers. Stoystown Auto wrecking 75 car. Oh, we got 3 wide in the middle of the back straight. Points leader Catone gets a shove from the 98 of Neal Brown. Brown goes off the racetrack to save it. Green flag stays out, and at the scoring line to work lap number 10, Barry Audi officially took the lead by inches. Now Komarinsky battles back to his outside. They are door to door for the lead, and Komarinsky fights back. Audi was the leader the last time they reached the scoring line, and the same this time as Audi, wearing all of that bright orange duct tape from a heat race crash, is inches ahead of Komarinsky officially at the scoring line each lap. Then Komarinsky steals the lead away on the back straight. 33 of Komarinsky now firmly back out in front by a car length as Audi settles into 2nd. Neal Brown has climbed up into 3rd position, the leading winner of the season. In spite of that 3-wide altercation with Catone, he has pulled away from Bobby Henry and Mark Poole, who are side by side for 4th. We're 3 wide again out of turn 4. Points leader Mark Catone on the bottom, Bobby Henry on the middle lane, and Mark Poole to the inside, now pulling away with 3rd position all by himself, and a challenge for 2nd spot. Neal Brown and Barry Audi go door to door behind John Komarinsky. Audi, the most recent winner on this series. Neal Brown, the leading winner of 2009 in this series. Working lap 14, Brown sets sail from Audi and is quickly gaining on race leader John Komarinsky. Komarinsky in car 33, who benefited from that caution flag incident between Urso and Kelly to assume the lead, is now out in front with 15 laps completed, and Acme, Pennsylvania's Neal Brown nipping at his heels. Komarinsky, a Pro Stock Division champion and a winner in several classes here, including the Subway Super Late models, with a rear view mirror full of Neal Brown. Challenge now for 3rd. Mark Poole moves to the inside of Barry Audi, but the lead fight intensifies on the back straight. Headed into turn 3. Neal Brown on the inside and John Komarinsky on the outside. New race leader will be Neal Brown. It's lap 17, and John Komarinsky's Miller Lite Marsula Electric Chevrolet has been shoved back to 2nd position. Now up front, Neal Brown. 3rd place, Mark Poole is gaining quickly on the lead duo. And in the fight for 4th, Mark Catone takes a spot away from Barry Audi. Lap number 19, and Neal Brown opens up a several car length advantage over Komarinsky. And in just a moment, Komarinsky will have his hands full with Mark Poole's 96 as they move by the Joe Moose 83, going a lap down. Front row starter Nathan Russell pulls out of competition. With Neal Brown, the race leader here on lap 20. John Komarinsky is second. And three-time winner Mark Poole has reeled into his back bumper. Meanwhile, points leader and two-time winner Mark Catone in 31 seems to be gaining on the two cars battling for second. Poole is now to the inside of Komarinsky, headed down the front straight. Second place about to change hands. And on lap 22, Mark Poole unofficially, or should I say officially, just by a front bumper, is scored ahead of Komarinsky, then completes the pass and puts 2 car lengths between himself and the 33. Mark Catone, another man on the move in car 31. Catone driving the Auto Express Transportation Mama Peppino's Pizza Visnik Lawn Creations ride. A two-time winner this season and points leader. He was the 1995 and 2001 Motordrome track champion. And he looks to the inside of John Komarinsky on the front straight. Catone will all but clinch the points championship if he can put some distance between himself and the 75 of Barry Audi, who sits 5th on the racetrack with 1 points night remaining next Friday. Side by side for a full lap, veteran Komarinsky and two-time champion Catone. Catone with a brand new race car that went to victory lane its first night out 3 events ago. Catone has only one finish this season outside the top 5, and that was when he cut a tire and destroyed a race car on the outside wall. They're still wheel-to-wheel for third. Komarinsky hangs on to the position officially by inches here on lap 26, as Mark Catone, the points leader, started deep in this field. He's battled his way up to 4th. Now we've got a challenge for 5th. The Subway Eat Fresh Challenge driver of the night, Gary Wiltrout in 95, moves around the 75 of Barry Audi. And now Wiltrout can see his own car number on the scoreboard in 5th as we work lap 27 of 50. Neal Brown continues to lead this event, but slowly Mark Poole in car 96 is gaining on the leader. Without question, the 96 of Mark Poole is gaining slightly on leader Neal Brown with 20 laps to go. But without a caution flag, it does not appear that Poole will have enough time unless Brown makes a miscue. The battle for third has settled down. Komarinsky firmly in the 3rd position with Mark Catone in 4th, Gary Wiltrout in 5th, Barry Audi back to 6th. And now the leader is in heavy lap traffic headed into turn 1. Neal Brown moves to the outside of the 83 of Joe Moose. And now just in front of him looms the 15 car of Todd Price. Second place Mark Poole moves around Michael Zombar, then moves around the 83 of Moose. Snooki Williams retires from competition, so now out of action it's the 37 of Urso, 26 of Russell, the 4 of Williams. And on lap 33, clear racetrack in front of the leader and clear racetrack back to second position, Mark Poole. Battle for third in turn 1 is door to door once again. The 31 of Mark Catone on the inside and John Komarinsky on the outside. Komarinsky having his best night of the season in part-time competition in 2009. Catone, the points leader, unable to complete the pass for third. 15 laps to go, and Komarinsky will use the lapped car of Moose as a pick to hold off the 31 of Catone. Meanwhile, up front, the O'Shea Lumber Hunters Peterbilt Davies Ford number 98 of Neal Brown from Acme, Pennsylvania. And in second spot, the Howard Concrete Pumping Donaldson Supply 96 of 84 Pennsylvania's Mark Poole. Poole this season has 3 feature victories. Neal Brown, the 7-time winner, on lap 37 with an advantage of about 15 car lengths. Challenge for 4th position coming out of turn 4 in lap traffic. Gary Wiltrout, the 95 car, the Subway Challenge driver, a feature winner in 09, has caught the battle between John Komarinsky and Mark Catone. They move by the 64 of Michael Zombar, and those 3 cars are now racing under a blanket for top 5 positions as we have 10 laps remaining. A spin right in front of the race leader. Mark Poole has to avoid contact in turn 4 as Shaun Phillips may have had a mechanical problem. That car locked up on the way out of turn 4. Incredible action right in front of the leaders to set up a double file restart. Catone in row 2, 10 laps to go. A fairly even restart for Brown and Poole, the season's leading winners. Now Catone on the outside of Komarinsky gets a half car length advantage. Brown, meanwhile, now a full car length out in front of Poole. There will be 9 laps to go. Barry Audi is in the 4th position behind his championship nemesis Mark Catone as Komarinsky loses 2 spots on the restart, make it 3. As Wiltrout is right there in the 95, advancing another spot. And with 8 laps to go, Neal Brown opens up his lead over Mark Poole. Among the top 2 drivers, 10 feature wins are represented, with championship contender Mark Catone, the 2-time winner, in 3rd. And now Mark Poole in 96 begins to gain back some of the advantage that Neal Brown opened up on the restart. We're working lap 44 of 50. And in turns 1 and 2, look at Gary Wiltrout dive to the inside of Barry Audi. The 95 and 75 cars slugging it out for 4th position. Wiltrout has moved up late in this event in car 95, the Stone and Company. 3rd level direct Megan Ford. Wiltrout again looks to the inside of the Stoystown Auto Wrecking Wheeler Brothers 75 of Audi. Just in front of them, it's Mark Catone's Auto Express Transportation, Mama Pepino's Pizza, Visnik Lawn Creations, number 31. He is all by himself in 3rd. And Mark Poole continues to gain on the race leader, Neal Brown, in turn 3. Poole gains another 2 car lengths on Brown. This time around, 3 laps to go. Out of turn 4, Brown is superior, but into turn 3, Poole is able to gain each lap. And with 3 to go, it will be a 2-horse race as Catone is alone in 3rd. Again in turn 3, Poole able to gain a car length or so. And the signal of 2 laps to go is given to Neal Brown. White flag will be displayed for Acme, Pennsylvania's Neal Brown, the driver who took a couple of years off of pavement racing to go and compete on the dirt tracks of our region in car 98. He returned to win features as a teammate to Shaun Phillips, then as a teammate to Mark Smith, and now as the owner-operator of car number 98, Neal Brown takes checkered flag number 8 of 2009 over Mark Poole, Mark Catone, Gary Wiltrout, and Barry Audi. Well, Neal Brown I know you're happy to get an 8th win, and I know you're happy to get a Subway gift certificate, but is this the point in the season where you're using tonight's 50-lapper as a tune-up to defend your crown as the Piney Lasky Memorial winner coming up this October?
We got some other obligations. I don't know if we're going to be able to make the Piney Lasky. We're trying to, but it doesn't look good. We're just out here racing, having fun. I'd like to thank all the fans for coming out tonight. Appreciate your support. I'd like to thank Stan Lasky, R&M Trucking, O'Shea Lumber, Hunters Peterbilt, and Davies Ford.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the 8-time winner to lead all others in the NASCAR Subway Super Late Models, Neal Brown. In the championship hunt to the 7 of Matt Gardner, and they start side by side. 15 laps for the Pro Auto Supply Service Chargers, and we're underway. Early race leader is Vic Keller in car 11, the BK Electric Martinelli's Auto Machine. Chris Spadacine is into second spot. Then it's Roger Bryan and Ed Neidhart going nearly door to door for third position. Nearly going 3 wide in the middle of the pack with championship contender Gardner. But up front, Vic Keller, Chris Spadacine, and oh, we are 3 wide now. Gardner's off the racing surface there and onto the apron in car 7. Two laps in and the championship contenders are still together on the racetrack at mid-pack. The Bombardier sponsored number 7 of Gardner and the BK Electric sponsored number 1 of Tracy Keller. Up front, Tracy's brother, Vic Keller, is the race leader over Chris Spadacine. On lap 3 of 15, Keller, the veteran, leading sophomore Spadacine. Each of those drivers have 1 career victory. Then Ed Neidhart and Zane Farrell, each of those drivers multiple feature winners in spite of Farrell being a rookie. 68 of Neidhart looking to the inside of Spadacine there. And now in the middle of the pack, Tracy Keller has outrun points leader Matt Gardner. Tracy Keller passing his cousin Denny to put a couple of positions between himself and the 7 of Gardner, who's fighting with the 61 of Iford. Keller and Spadacine 1 and 2, Neidhart and Farrell 3 and 4, Kristen Ettling all by herself in 5th. And Keller in the 11 now with about a 3-car length advantage, make it a 1-car length advantage over Spadacine. Neidhart in the 3rd spot about to feel the pressure of young Farrell in 14. Farrell getting very close to the rear bumper of Neidhart as Spadacine thinks of making a lead challenge. 4 cars fighting for top positions in the Pro Auto Supply Service Chargers. Working lap 8 of 15. It's Vic Keller and Chris Spadacine at the front of this field with a few car lengths separating themselves from Ed Neidhart and Zane Farrell. Kristen Ettling in 5th, and look at the action in the middle of the field. They're playing bumper tag, they're driving on the apron. And Tracy Keller in car 1 from Asheville, Pennsylvania into 6th spot. Then it's Roger Bryan and the 7 of Gardner, the points leader. Side by side for 3rd, Zane Farrell takes the outside lane on Ed Neidhart. And they are door to door at the scoring line. Kristen Ettling has reeled in these 2 drivers. Ettling was all by herself just a little while ago, and now on lap 10, She has joined this fight, and the lead battle heats up. Chris Spadacine in car 43 to the inside. A race car out of the Minjock Racing stable. And he will take over the lead. Zane Farrell just past Ed Neidhart, now challenges Keller and takes away second spot. 4 laps to go, and positions are changing at the front of this field. Spadacine running away now from the rookie Farrell, and Etling to the high side of Neidhart's 68 car. The lapped car of Stuyvesant moves to the inside and allows Spadacine and Farrell to clear. 3 laps to go, and Farrell has cut down Spadacine's lead in a big hurry. 2 laps to go for leader Spadacine. He graduated from the 4-cylinder division and picked up a win as a Charger rookie. Also a winning Charger rookie, Zane Farrell, with 2 checkered flags in 09, riding second. Then Vic Keller in third, Kristen Etling now in fourth, and Neidhart in fifth. Championship contenders are nose to tail, battling for sixth here on the final lap. Last time around, and Spadacine's lead is about 3 car lengths over Farrell. And coming out of turn number 4, to take his first checkered flag of the season, Chris Spadacine will get the win over Zane Farrell, Vic Keller, Kristen Etling, and Ed Neidhart. Sponsors are here tonight opening up their banner as the Victory Lane backdrop. Chris Spadacine, come on over here and let's talk to you. First of all, this car's steaming a little bit. Is that a concern?
It is. We've had mechanical problems all year. I'm glad tonight was the night it just seemed to hold together, so I'm happy.
Your career has been shocking with these victories, because one week you come out and, boy, the car just isn't exactly right at all. The next week you come out and bury this field, which you did as a rookie. Let's talk about your night tonight. When do you know you've got the car to pull off a victory? At what point does that enter your mind?
Really in hot laps, if we know we got the setup right, that's usually when I could tell, and if it doesn't smoke too much, that's also another good indication.
I always invite the fans to go to our website and download the rules for the 4-cylinder competition. You graduated from 4 cylinders. Let's talk about your first race car and the transition from front-wheel drive to Charger racing.
Absolutely. Big difference. These cars handle a lot better, actually. You could use the gas to help you get around the corner a little bit. It's a big difference. 4 cylinders, though, great place to start. A lot of fun.
And Minjock Painting, the name on the hood, the fast dogs themselves. Let's talk a little bit about the Minjock brothers and some of the involvement that they have with your race team.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be talking here tonight if it wasn't for Minjock Brothers Painting. They got me into the sport, and really they've held my hand all the way until tonight, really. So I wouldn't have been able to do it without them.
And on this second career victory, how about a chance to thank all of the sponsors and crew?
Absolutely. Obviously want to thank the Minjock brothers, Adam Kostelnik, who's helping me with setup, Harmony Auto Parts, and I definitely want to thank my wife that really makes a sacrifice for me to be able to come out and race.
There he is for the second time in his career, ladies and gentlemen, a winner in the Pro Auto Supply Service Chargers, Chris Spadacine. Star Junction and 46 is rookie Sean Rich. 15 laps for the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. Green flag is out. Alborn, the early race leader, is going to be the middle of a 3-wide sandwich. It's Brink on the outside and Zerfoss taking the early race lead in car 23. Points leader Matt Sever unable to arrive at the track after his football game to see all this contact between Troy Knight. We're 4 wide on the front straight. We're 4 wide in turn 1. It was Andres Suarez on the bottom. It's Troy Knight in the 71 up top. Then there's Koffler Jr.'s 48 and the 5 of Dunmeyer. Looking like we might go 3 wide again here in the 4-cylinder Coca-Cola Super Compacts. Hey, let's go 3 wide on the front straight. That seems more reasonable now. Suarez in car 2 takes over position 2 on lap 2. Race leader is Zerfoss the Hillbilly. Second spot is Suarez. Dunmeyer takes over third from Alborn, and now we've got contact there, a great save made. Now Schwartz in the 31, going side by side with Alborn. All kinds of contact there in the battle for third and fourth. Bill Schwartz in car 31 looking to have a great performance as his father, Bill Sr., celebrates a birthday with us tonight at Motordrome Speedway. Happy birthday, Bill Schwartz Sr., as Bill Schwartz Jr. has climbed into 4th position now. Working lap 4 of 15, race leader is Zerfoss, looking for his first career win at Motordrome Speedway. Single file, the action settles down in the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. And we've got a caution flag, rare in this division that we need a caution flag. Final feature event of the evening. Zerfoss, Suarez, Dunmeyer, Schwartz, and Koffler lead them back to full speed. Up front, Zerfoss's Ford Probe holding off the Neons of Suarez and Dunmeyer. Then the Cavalier driven by Schwartz here on lap 6. Dunmeyer nearly spins the car in turns 1 and 2 after starting deep in the field, climbing into the top 3 now. That miscue allows the young 31 driver, Bill Schwartz, to challenge for 3rd position. And up front, the lead battle gets heated. Eugene Zerfoss in car 23 and Andres Suarez in car 2. They are nose to tail on lap 7 of 15. Schwartz and Dunmeyer are still side by side for 3rd, but Suarez reaches out to tag the rear bumper of race leader Zerfoss. Zerfoss changes lanes on the front straight. Both of these drivers looking for their first Motordrome feature victory. Look at this lead battle. Trading paint for the win in the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. Zerfoss trying to seal off the inside lane, and Suarez looking for racing room anywhere he can find it. More bumper contact among the top 2 drivers. Next time they reach the scoring line, there will be 5 laps to go, and 3 of the top 4 drivers are looking for first wins of the season, including Zerfoss and Suarez, and then Schwartz in 3rd. And Dunmeyer makes a miscue on the back straight, 3 wide racing. He will fall back 3 positions. Leader Zerfoss doing a great job of making the 23 car as wide as possible to hold off what would seem to be the equally fast number 2 of Suarez. Now Suarez looking to the inside on the back straight. They're going to run out of pavement back there. We expect to see the cars try to use the inside lane in the corners, but these guys are using the inside on the straightaways and putting on a whale of a show at the front of this field with 3 to go. Now Suarez has the outside lane and a terrific run out of turn 2 to go side by side for the lead with Zerfoss. Half as many cylinders, twice as much action here in the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. Zerfoss still maintains the lead over Suarez. riders will face some lap traffic before the end of this event. Suarez in the outside lane pulls almost even with Zerfoss. It'll be a first win of the year for either one of these drivers as the white flag signals last lap. Still anybody's race headed into turn number 1. They make contact. Sean Rich is the lapped car just in front of Zerfoss. Then they will approach the 51 of Kevin Ludwig. Here we go into the final 2 turns. We're 3 wide with a lapped car for the win. Zerfoss in 23, Suarez in 2, coming to the line. It will be by inches the 23 of Eugene Zerfoss taking the checkered flag. Suarez is the winner, and the first guy to congratulate him was Eugene Zerfoss here in Victory Lane. 2 regular competitors from the Jennerstown Speedway exchange a hug. Andres, come on up here. We've got a Subway gift certificate for you. We got a feature winner plaque for you. You know, even more interesting than your first win here at Motordrome tonight is what you do for a living. Let's talk about that mask and tell these fans what you do when you're not driving a race car.
Well, when I'm not driving a race car, usually on the weekends, I'm a professional wrestler. I've been doing this for 17 years. I've been up with guys from WCW, WWE. You know, they're the lucky one that up there. I'm down here, but I'm having fun. This win tonight, I tell you what, there's a lot of people I have to thank to, especially Gene Zerfoss right here, because without him, I wouldn't be here right now. I got to thank Steve Lund. He's not here tonight. I got to thank Larry Dunmeyer. He helped me out with the setup for the car. And I tell you what, this is my first win ever tonight, and it doesn't feel better when you do it with your best friend right here.
You know, your best friend
coming tonight.
Not only is he your best friend, but we had a discussion in the tower because we thought he might have won that race. Could you tell when you crossed the line who was out in front?
I was a lift for a bumper. I knew that.
Now you're going to try on the hillbilly hat here in Victory Lane. You're from Hagerstown, Maryland. How long does it take you to get here each week?
It takes me about 2.5 hours to 3 hours coming in, coming out, since I've been up for about almost 24 hours. You know, it takes me about 3-4 hours and a half to get down back. You know, you're tired.
I bet you're going to be wide awake staring at that trophy on the way home tonight, aren't you?
You know what, being the first one ever, yes, I will.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Andres Suarez in Victory Lane at Motordrome Speedway. Hey, Hillbilly, come on over here. We want to talk to you for just a minute. A colorful character that you are. You have been so successful in your career at the Jennerstown Speedway, and you just keep missing by an inch or a car length here at Motordrome. Is it the setup of the car? What's going on here that we are surprised you haven't been in Victory Lane yet this season?
I don't know. The motor's old. This is the 9th year on that motor. And I've been close. I don't know. I've tried this. It's hard. I thought for sure I had a chance. I thought I won it. I didn't know.
It's been a near championship season, though, for you here in your very first season of racing at Motordrome. Can we expect you to be back in 2010?
If the track's open. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my family, it's up to the family. I've been ready to retire from it, and they keep pushing me to go. I didn't do nothing to the motor. I didn't do nothing to this car. This is my championship car from 2 years ago. The car I ran last year, the motor had oil leaks. I did win here with it last year when we were guests, and this one had a better compression, and that's why I'm running it. I don't know, maybe I brought the wrong car this year.
Well, we're sure glad you're back in action. He's the hillbilly, ladies and gentlemen, Eugene Zerfoss, second place finisher.